their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The dangerous hill now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coaches in their last game, just gave up another one right there.
And Tatterso sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over on first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions. Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
49, guys. Mike.
They run the option here on first and 10. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you
started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 15-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Eckler again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Still 9 remaining on second down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Herbert on 3rd down now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first. That's out quickly to Bateman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Justin Tucker on the field goal.
Tucker's kick is good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he goes out right around the 39. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
James Crochet.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
Now room for Eckler.
And some room to roam now. And down to the 20.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Herbert now. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Herbert going to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Jackson to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town.